Hello, and a very, very warm welcome to all of you, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It's just wonderful to be here with you, and we're delighted that you have joined us. Welcome to ABLF City. This is the virtual venue for the Asian Business Leadership Forum. I'm Eithne Treanor, and I'm your ABLF host for the day. And this, of course, is the second conclave of the 12-part virtual leadership event series. And this will be held monthly until October 2021. So it's really a delight and a real pleasure that you have taken the time to be with us. Now, a very special welcome, of course, to all of our guests and dignitaries, and to all of you who are joining us for the first time. Welcome to the ABLF stage. And of course, a big thank you to all of you who are returning and who are joining us again for this virtual global get-together. The ABLF City, of course, is the first virtual venue that's going to stay live for 365 days of the year. And as you can see, just take a look around here. It has been carefully designed with cutting-edge technology, and it's been designed with a unique digital meeting place in mind. A place for you, of course, for meaningful knowledge exchange, proactive networking solutions, and ultimately a platform where you can share brave new ideas. Now, of course, I've been associated with the Asian Business Leadership Forum since 2015, and it's actually great to see that the ABLF has now created this virtual series. Of course, this has a vision of supporting government and businesses, as always, and functioning as a knowledge bank of important conversations and discussions, and really connecting with the spirit of the times. So here's a quick video.
We live in an interconnected world where borders diminish every single day, where leaders rely on dialogue to build a strong global infrastructure, where growth depends on the relationships we make and the knowledge we exchange, where the values of compassion and tolerance mean more than ever before.
It's not about sort of men versus women, it's simply about the progressive world versus the non-progressive world.
The Asian Business Leadership Forum, where great leaders step up to make a difference through their stories.
If we had to find one magic bullet to transform societies, it's a two-word mantra: educate girls.
Live the leadership stories with ABLF.
The need for developing partnerships, the need to really look at a win-win type of solution.
Stories that are infused with empathy and compassion. Stories that push the boundaries of innovation and the future. Stories that ignite a passion to create your own legacy. In 2019, Asia's thought leaders, innovators, stalwarts, visionaries, and experts come together at the ABLF. Join the ABLF leaders across 3 unique formats: ABLF Awards, ABLF Talks, ABLF Special Edition Magazine. Engage policymakers, access global investors, discover new frontiers. Experience the ABLF. For more information, visit ablf.com.
Now, of course, there's nothing quite like ABLF in person, but here we are on this wonderful virtual platform. And indeed, if you haven't had a chance to explore the platform, please take a look around and let me maybe walk you through it a little bit. There are 2 auditoriums inside the dome, such as the one that you're in actually right now. And these are where all the sessions are going to be hosted. And of course, you can use the Q&A feature to direct any questions to any of our speakers while they're on live, of course. Also connect with your peers and your colleagues and friends in the networking lounge, and that's through the chat function, or visit the scheduling desk where you can actually request a one-to-one private VIP meeting. So Lots to do on this platform. Then, of course, head over to the ABLF Expo, and that's where we're going to showcase all of our partners and the great projects that they have in place for the next 12 months. That's certainly going to be worth a visit, but stay with us now at the moment. And this year, of course, at ABLF, we have the support of FICCI, India's largest apex body, and Etisalat, the largest telecommunication corporation in the GCC region. Also joining us will be Aster Healthcare. We're absolutely delighted that they're joining us. To, of course, Aster DM Healthcare, an organization dedicated to delivering accessible, affordable, and indeed quality healthcare, as well as MAA and Partners, that's our legal partner, that has established what they say perfection as their guiding motto, with the mandate to provide the very best legal service. We have 3 other global partners who will be onboarding next month, so we'll make sure to bring you up to date with them. IDEA, of course, is the organization behind the ABLF, and that is a strategic partner with Dubai Cares, of course, supporting their immense ongoing work of such importance, delivering quality education to underserved children and youth right across the world. So, of course, be sure to visit the Dubai Cares booth for more information on some of their very worthy upcoming projects. Really, really worth a look. And of course, visit our media lounge as well. We're delighted to have our media partners, CNBC Arabia and Entrepreneur Middle East, and they'll be there with their latest editions and programs. So make sure to do pay them a visit. Many more exciting media partners. We're in talks with them. We'll be onboarding in the coming months, so it's really, really exciting. But first, let's take a short and very, very important video here. Have a look at the ABLF City, and it'll help you actually navigate through this virtual venue.
Welcome to the 13th edition of the Asian Business Leadership Forum at the ABLF City, a virtual venue conceptualized, designed and built by Smart Idea for the best experience of the UAE-based global leadership platform. The ABLF showcases 3 pillars, the first being the knowledge exchange that is showcased at the Dome. The second, meaningful interactions at the networking lounge. And third pillar, the power of collaborations at the ABLF Expo. We welcome you to the Dome to visit our information desk and to view the agenda for information on the Conclave speakers and sessions. Our event staff are on standby to help and are just a click away. Named after the UAE's founding father, the Zayed Congress Center hosts important keynotes and high-level sessions. Channeling the energy and focus of its namesake, the Rashid Auditorium hosts robust panel discussions. While you are here, don't forget to engage in our Q&A and poll features, which are available to all attendees. The ABLF City's state-of-the-art media lounge allows you to connect with our media partners and members of our large global media network, view updates on the ABLF, our partners and associates, our speakers, catch up on news, view videos, and review our publications. Our monthly press conferences featuring our leaders are scheduled in the ABLF press room. Stay tuned for updates. Let us now visit the ABLF Expo, a space that is dedicated to showcasing partners. Find out more about these exceptional organizations that are driving change and empowering people, and connect with them through the tools provided to members and partners to begin potential meaningful collaborations. At the ABLF Expo, you can connect with our partners at their booths through a one-on-one video call or via the text-based chat provided. You can also save their collateral in your virtual briefcase with a single click and download it later for review. While you are there, join us at Smart Idea booths for more information on our platforms. Now, let's explore the ABLF Networking Lounge, the heart of our engagement center. Visit our scheduling desk to book meeting hubs for private video meetings with 3 or more people. So, that's our venue. You can access any of these spaces by either clicking on them or by using the navigation tool on the bar below. Welcome to the platform of the future.
And indeed, it's such a dynamic platform. It's great. I love going through this, so I hope you'll really enjoy it. And let me give you a quick recap on the inaugural virtual conclave of the ABLF Talks Live that we had in October 6th that was. We were honoured, as always, to have Cabinet Minister and Minister for Tolerance and Coexistence in the UAE, His Highness Sheikh Nahayan Mabarak Al Nahayan, open the event, and he delivered the inaugural keynote address. It was just so great to have him on board. He'll be joining us, of course, today to reiterate now more than ever the importance of tolerance and coexistence. The Cabinet Minister and Minister of Economy for the UAE, His Excellency Abdullah bin Tuq Al Mari, joined us, and he gave us a glimpse of plans really looking into the future of the UAE. We heard also from Cabinet Minister, Minister of Energy and Infrastructure for the UAE, His Excellency Suhail Al Mazroui, and he discussed the government and business tools that were necessary to stay afloat and highlighted the role of our UAE leaders in guiding us through these uncertain times. So as always, it was great to have him aboard. We got an update on the oil market as well, of course, with him. His Excellency Dr. Tariq Al-Gurg, the CEO of Dubai Cares, joined us. Sadia Zahidi, the Managing Director of the World Economic Forum, and Stefania Giannini, the Assistant Director General for Education at UNESCO, they all came together and highlighted the need to provide education to children and young people, particularly in conflict-affected situations. Also, we were joined, in the last session too, by the CEO of the Dubai Future Foundation of the UAE, His Excellency Kaflan Belhoul, and Dr. Preeta Reddy, the Vice Chairperson of Apollo Hospitals in India. And the focus there, of course, was on the future of cities and healthcare with the use of technology. The future of mobility was also discussed in great detail by the Honourable Joy Kabatsi, who is the Minister of State and Transport and the Cabinet Minister in Uganda, and Jay Walder, he's the CEO and board member for Virgin Hyperloop in the USA. So we looked also then, we had such great discussions, really looking right across the economic spectrum and, indeed across the world and current topics, what were going on. We also looked at how spending habits were changing across the world and how banks and financial services were actually coping with the evolving needs of the markets with financial stability as a priority. And that was discussed by His Excellency Yunus Haji Al Khoury, who is the Undersecretary for the Ministry of Finance here in the US, or the UAE, and also Mustafa Bosco, who is the Managing Partner and the Managing Director and a partner with the Boston Consulting Group here in the Middle East. So they were the highlights of our first conclave. And again, you can revisit them at any time. Not today, we need to keep your attention right now, but of course you can revisit them and click on the view past sessions. You'll be able to look at them in your own good time, of course, and you'll be able to watch them on demand at any time. But another quick video for you.
We are living in unprecedented times that call for unparalleled action. In an age of great global challenges, the need to strategize, pivot, and collaborate is more important now than ever before. It is time to respond to the world in distress. Time to help millions adapt to the new normal. Time to mentor, advise, and empower. Time to rebuild. In 2020, the ABLF brings you expert conversations with contemporary leaders of Asia, global influencers who inspire growth and development, policy architects who ensure progress and governance, MNC professionals who drive market trends, business icons who build legacies, philanthropists who pilot positive change, innovators who disrupt the norm and break glass ceilings, finance gurus and economists who advise and guide companies and nations to adapt in a transforming world. In a series of virtual theme-based live discussions that bring Asia together on a global stage. This October, the Asian Business Leadership Forum returns with ABLF Talks Live. Join us as 33 nations of Asia engage in purpose-driven dialogues that seek to support the recovery of the Asian economy in 6 relevant conversations of consequence on the long road to economic stability. Rethinking globalization, the new future. The UN SDGs, a greater urgency with higher stakes. The crisis, a catalyst for a tech-led future. Fast-tracking financial inclusion for the digital economy. A time for resilient leadership. Stay tuned for more. #ABLF Talks Live.
Now let me bring you up to date with what you can expect today here at this virtual conclave. And of course, it's been held under the theme, Innovative Strategies for a Decade of Challenges, 2020 to 2030, particularly looking at Asia. Now, COVID-19 has changed the lives of people all around the world, and these new circumstances also have really highlighted the need for interdependence and influence between Asian nations and indeed the global economy. The ABLF Talks Live explores the challenges and opportunities that countries will need to redefine internal and indeed external policies to support self-reliance and security across basic essentials. And today we have an action-packed agenda for you at ABLF Talks Live. We're really delighted that you're here. We're going to discuss the subsequent impact on the existing order of things and encourage our audience to rethink globalization, to re-examine the importance of food and water security, to reinforce healthcare policies and protocols, and to realign and just generally look around in terms of cultural heritage. And of course, on this note, we begin ABLF Talks Live with a keynote address for the second conclave by the Cabinet Minister and Minister of Tolerance and Coexistence here in the UAE, His Highness Sheikh Nahayan Mabarak Al Nahyan. His Highness, of course, joined the federal government in 1992, and he has held a number of government portfolios, including Minister of Higher Education and Scientific Research, Minister of Education, and Minister of Culture and Knowledge Development. He was reappointed to the UAE Cabinet in 2020 as the Minister of Tolerance and Coexistence. And of course, Your Highness, welcome back to ABLF Talks Live. We're absolutely delighted and really honored, as always, to have you here with us. So please welcome His Highness Sheikh Nahayan Mabarak Al Nahyan.